Hey guys, this is kind of a follow-up to one of my real old videos. Um, I've scrapped a lot of these GE circuit boards. They're out of CNC equipment, milling machines and lathes and things. Um, and they have these forked plate connectors on them. I've got a ton of the pins around different places. Anyway, what I used to do, and what's in my other video, is I used to take and actually use a pair of end cutters to hook on the back of the connector and actually just push the pins out to the point where I could grab them with a pair of end cutters, with a pair of cutters once they were lifted part way, and just pry them off the board pretty easily. And I always thought I'd like to get somebody to machine a block for me, like a block of aluminum that had the right spacing, almost like a comb, where I could use it to push, several out at a time. I don't think I could do a whole connector. That's the other thing. Normally what I do is when I go through and clean off the circuit board, take the components off that are worth keeping, I normally just break off these connectors. There's usually a line of feed-throughs right along the edge of the connector. Some of them don't have a complete set there, but usually you can break it off pretty close. So anyway, so I've got a whole bunch of these, and like I say, I always thought that it'd be nice to have a block with the right spacing. I could just put it on there and put it in a press and push the pins out, so it would hold the board, push the pins from the back side, and then I could take and pull them out, from the other side. And I was thinking the other day, I don't know why I never thought of it before, but being that they're two different heights, I could actually put two of these connectors together. And the taller pins on both sides would suffice to hold the boards apart far enough that I could at least remove the shorter pins. So anyway, I tried that and it kind of works. I'm just gonna, let me see which is which here. Okay, so like the very end one. Now what I could use is okay, I could use something to help keep the boards, aligned one above the other. But anyway, so you see that top one I was hammering on there, it's actually raised the pins up a little bit. Now what I can do is just get underneath it with a pair of cutters and pry it out of there. Come out pretty easy. So then, I should have gotten one of these already ahead of time, but I didn't think of it. When I tested this the other day, worked fine. I went ahead and, loosened all the short ones and pulled them all out. And then, the ones in between, I just kind of put a screwdriver under the end and pried them up, and they came out pretty easily. So then all I had left was the set of taller pins. I was thinking, well, what am I going to do with that? So I looked around, and I had this heat sink that I pulled out of something or other, and it kind of fits the bill. It's not perfect because the two end pieces are a little taller, but I could make a notch in there, and that would serve two purposes. It would keep it from moving around, number one, put a notch in that end and a notch over here, but it also you know, supports the board, so that again I can just you know, hammer on the taller pins this time, loosen them, and then go the other side and pull them out the same way. So anyway, it was just an update to an old video. I didn't want to reshoot the whole thing, but I'll put a link into the original one. So thanks, take care, bye.